What you doing with your time when you're done your 9 to 5?
On day 2 of the Spoken Soul Festival was the Sunday brunch, and in between the laughs, the food, and the gifts, I had some one-on-one time with a few of the artists, painters Michelle Orovitz and Molly Bow, and jewelry designer Adele Carlton.
My name is Adele Carlton, and I'm a jewelry designer.
Michelle Orovitz. I've been an artist all my life.
Hi, my name is Molly Bow. I'm an artist. I paint. I do oil and watercolor.
Art means it's an expression for me. It's a self-expression. It's therapy. Just inspiration. It's just my form, my way of expressing myself the best.
I first moved to Miami to go to college, and Miami itself is just such a beautiful place to live and be. It's very exciting. There's always a lot going on, and it inspires me. The sand, the sea, the sky. I take a lot of the inspiration for my jewelry collection from Miami itself.
I am inspired by nature, so I'm constantly painting the landscape. Most of the time it's from my memory. I'm constantly inspired by clouds, by the ocean. I love the ocean.
I don't know until it actually comes out, and sometimes when I look at it, it gives me a story back to me. So I really don't consider myself the creator. I consider myself an instrument, and something seems to work for me, and that's part of the therapy for me. It actually gives me, I feel like I'm a part of something greater than myself.
I taught myself really how to design jewelry, and I just started dabbling with wire, and I would go and buy different pieces from thrift shops and take them apart and reconstruct them and make them out to what I wanted them to be. So that's how I got started.
Give and take with a oil painting. It usually takes upwards of a year for me to finish a painting, and that's because I explore a process where I don't try to think of what the outcome is going to be. Instead I focus on my process, and I move back and forth with color relations and texture and line and value in these things, and I move back and forth, and I allow myself to really experiment with the medium. And the medium itself, paint itself, is the substance that I just cannot get out of my head.
Well, I was really fortunate to get a call, actually an email from Deborah, and she was looking for female artists to do this and had contacted me, and as soon as I found out about it, we spoke over the phone, I was in.
Amy Baez is one of the P7, the Poetic 7, and she introduced me to Deborah, and when I met Deborah I just fell in love with her. She's a great person, a lot of energy, really dedicated to women and the arts, and really supportive.
It seemed like something that was done with consciousness about empowering the female artist. And when I actually went to the show, I was floored.
So what I would say, if you have a gift and you're not using it, get behind it. Work with it as a hobby at first. If you don't think you want to go forward with it, give yourself that little push and just go for it, because no one's going to do it, and no one can do it like you can do it.
Hi, my name is Deborah Magdalena, and I am a performance artist and founder of Spoken Soul Festival, which I'm really proud of. I was inspired to do the festival 3 years ago when I heard from women artists that actually the Fund for Women Artists, which is now known as Women Arts, they're trying to create an international holiday every last Saturday of every March called Swan Day, Support Women Artists Now. And selfishly, I just wanted to put an event together. It was all about me. And spoken word in South Florida, I felt that South Florida, I still feel that South Florida it doesn't have events that really target spoken word women poets and the spoken word community overall. And that little dinner turned out to be now a 3-day festival that I am so proud of. And now it included other art forms like fine art, photography, film, jewelry design, and we hope that it continues to grow. We have now included community service, which includes where we show kids how to empower themselves through the arts, and it also includes a brunch, Women's Memorial Brunch, where women just hang out and have a delicious brunch and empower themselves by sharing courageous stories, just gathering of ordinary women sharing courageous stories. It's now my responsibility for it to continue, regardless if, making money or not. No, it's about creating a foundation for my community. And I think that you should think that way too.